together, breaking up the 5 most important things that I can share with new and sort of intermediate writers. These are things I've had to learn the hard way because nobody was able to teach me these things. So I like to be able to share them with other people instead of you having to take extensive classes through writersdigest.com, for instance, for $600 where you learn one thing. But there is also, and where the name came from was somebody told me once that if you ever share all of your secrets, there's no use for you anymore for fate. So I don't like to share all of the secrets, but these are some of them. So I would like to start with character building though, and I know we do have a nonfiction writer here, but this can kind of go for everything, for fiction or nonfiction. And the first most important thing I can say about your stories is all stories are character, because even if your character is a rock, that's still character, and character does make the plot. So, method acting. I'm sure everybody's heard a lot about method actors and acting and whatever. If you can find a cheap, it doesn't even have to be like a really fancy acting class, but if you can go to acting level 1, I absolutely suggest it. It is one of the best investments of your money because you will learn things about body language, about the way that you speak, about things that people do with their eyes or their faces while they're speaking. And communication is very important, especially with fiction. If you ever find yourself in, especially in a novel, because novels take a long time, and we change as we're writing. And if you take 2 years to write a novel, you have been so many people in those 2 years. By the time you get done, you're like, I don't even remember what I was thinking. So one of the most important things is rereading constantly, going back, starting. I know it's going to take time, but you change as a person. Your experiences change you. The people you meet change you. The places you live change you. So you are not going to be the same person. Unless you write really fast, you are not going to be the same person when you finish your novel that you were when you start. So it's so important to go back and reread. There are going to be threads that have been planted there by that whatever power is that fuels writing. Those threads are there. You put them there without realizing. And probably they're way more brilliant than you have any idea. So go back and you'll be like, oh yeah, I did say that that person was doing this. Oh, that's perfect. And if you didn't reread, you wouldn't know that and kind of write yourself into a corner. If you do write yourself into a corner, you're so stuck and you're like,